Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Bottom line, tremendous starting field position on the squad. That's a run it backwards and then come up with just that.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now it's Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot they take in this game.
Head to the line, facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on second down. Richardson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Richardson looking to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players come out for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, they're the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On second down, it's Jones. fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. QB sneak, Richardson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mercedes Lewis punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
second down. Prescott again.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Grady Jarrett. There was a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
I'd say it's not panic time yet. Let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to get the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long for Richardson. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Prescott off play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
With a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
They're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front. Allowed the secondary to get home.
Richardson off the play fake. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Davis, 34 yards. And the Cardinals take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got it to Hilton, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Fourth down, Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The give is to Jones.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Prescott now. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That is caught by Thielen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. Prescott from the gun.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Cards are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
On third down, here's Richardson.
Uncorks one for Davis. They've got his man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Richardson.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Get much to the end zone.
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And does that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's taken to the 26. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. The little clock, a decent amount of time here in the tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
134 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Let's go.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Now Richardson.
He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter.
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, loosening up a couple of extra steps, that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Richardson.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is good. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt.
And the Cardinals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.